Hey word nerds, it's Friday and I have missed you all terribly. Write what you know. It is one of the most repeated and probably most cliched pieces of writing advice that we've all heard at one point or another. It encourages you to focus on your own life experiences and draw from things you've actually gone through in order to fuel your writing. But obviously it's not something we can all take literally, or else George R. R. Martin is getting up to some pretty interesting stuff in his free time. So how do you go about letting your real life inspire your writing? Some people might think, oh, well, I'm writing sci-fi. My real life experiences really don't apply to my characters. But obviously that is not the case. Your characters are still going to have feelings and experiences and backstories that can be similar to things that you personally have gone through, even if you didn't grow up on a space station or in some sort of magical fantasy world. No matter what kind of setting your characters exist in, they're all going to have had experiences that shaped them before the plot kicked in. They're all going to have gone through first loves and heartbreak and family issues, and that's all going to be stuff that you can draw from yourself in order to give your characters a whole new dynamic. My one piece of advice in all of this would be not to focus in too closely on the stuff that's still fresh, the events and experiences that are still up close and personal in your own life, because that's when you risk getting a little too autobiographical in your stories, and you'll lose your plot in trying to keep with the things that you are feeling right now instead of what your characters are feeling, and compensating for the differences in your own life and what your characters are going through. Wait until you have a little bit of perspective on the events that you want to write about in your books, and you'll end up having a much more cohesive plot in the long run. Try and let your real life inspire your writing without getting tied down by it. It's a lot like if you're writing a character that's inspired by someone you know, but then by the time you get to the end of your first draft, that character has taken on a life of their own with personality traits and quirks that have nothing to do with the original source person. The characters become what was right for the story rather than a way to put your friend into your book, and that's the way it should be. So absolutely, write what you know, but don't just write what you know. Use your real life experiences as a jumping off point and then see where your story takes you. And now it's 1 a.m. and I feel a little bit like I'm going cross-eyed, so I should probably sign off. But I will see you on Sunday for our next live chat, which as usual is at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, where we will be talking about filling in the middle or the tough bits when you're writing. So I will see you all then. Happy writing and have a good night.